Hi all. In this video, I will going to show you how to implement streaming feature in your LangGraph application. Before that, let's discuss why we need streaming first of all. Here I will show you what's the difference with streaming and without streaming. Here you will go to the Claude AI. Will ask one question: how to learn LangGraph? Here you can see Claude AI return us the response chunk-wise. Hence, we can engage with these responses. So it's quite interactive. So same thing we can see in the ChatGPT also. Let's ask same question: how to learn. Here ChatGPT also return us the response chunk-wise. Hence, we don't need to get whole response in one time. Let's see without streaming feature how this chat application return us the response. Let's see in our previous chat applications. In my previous video, I have created one chat application, and over there we discuss short-term memory and the long-term memory. But we haven't implemented the streaming feature. Let's see how this chat application behave without streaming feature. We'll ask same question. I will ask same question: how to learn LangGraph? We'll see the response. Here you can see it's returning us bulk response in one time. See, here you can see it's returned the whole response in one time. But I will show you how Claude AI and ChatGPT response. Here I will show you this. We need to have it here somewhere. Can see complete or something. We'll see here. We'll add filter. Here you can see it returning us the response token wise. You can see it's here message, right? I'll show you this message. See, it's returning the chunk wise. Same thing we can see in the ChatGPT also. Here you can see we'll see the ChatGPT also. We have here you can see similar response, right? Like in Claude AI, it's returning us the chunk wise response. Here you can see it's in our application, it's having one response. It has all the details within the one JSON body. Let's see after implementing the streaming feature. Here I will type same question: how to learn LangGraph. Here this version I have already implemented the streaming. Okay, let's see the response. Here you can see it's returning us similar response like Claude AI and the ChatGPT, returning us the chunk wise response. So you can see it's the response here. Now you can see it's similar response we have in our chat application too. So you can compare these responses with Claude AI and the ChatGPT. So you can see similar response. So let's see how we going to let's see the code how we implemented this streaming feature in our chat application. Let's jump into the code. Then I will walk through the code and I will show you how we implemented this streaming feature. Here so same application. So we have discussed earlier in my previous video, similar application. First we will go to the front end side, how we implement this streaming feature. So this, to achieve this streaming feature, we use server sent event techniques. So this is a HTTP protocol. We use HTTP protocol with the server sent event technique. First we will discuss UI flow, how we implemented this SSE. Here you can see this is our chat application. This is our input field. Here you have this input field. You can see, right? So once we type, we need to submit. We need to click send button. So once it's sent, it call our event handle send event. From here it's calling our hook user chat hooks. From there we have send method. So here you can see the send method. So here we have implemented to support the streaming feature in a React application. Here this is the user input, what we get in as an input here. This input value we are getting here like user text. Then here we are checking whether are we having the text or not. If it is not, we are returning here. So then if it is value exists, so then we will trim that and we will setting this into the set message. Once we set here, it is showing here in our UI like this. So once that, so we will add AI message index placeholder. Then we will adding AI. We are setting up the AI placeholder into our set message. So then we are waiting to get the response from the backend. So here we are setting set load true. Then it's disable the input button, so no one can send message parallelly. So then we are adding the thread ID. So this is the thread ID we are adding here. You can see it here. We have a thread ID. So that's where we are adding the thread ID. Then we will send message to the backend. So this is the thread ID. This is the input value. Thread ID. This is the trim ID means trims mean this is our user input value and the user ID. So then here we are waiting to get the response token wise. So once we receive the each token, then we are updating it into our user React state. So we are updating frequently. I mean each token wise in our state, React state. So that's how here we are showing the response. Hope you guys are clear on this. So once it's done, so we are setting as a false. Then we are enabling again to send the message to the chat backend. So hope you guys are clear on this. Then we will, here you can see we have about controller also. So why we need about controller? This is a streaming asynchronous process. It's we have to get the response by chunk wise, and by the time, so let's say if user need to stop that process, hence he can click the stop button. So by the time we can abort this call having this abort controller. So here you can see it is we have it like this. Then we will go to the backend calls. Once we send this into the backend, so we through the API call we are sending this into the backend. Here this is how we call the backend. Let's see the backend code. Here this is where we are calling the backend endpoint. So once we hit the submit button, it's calling this backend API. Here we have to set the SSE event. So this is how we setting up the SSE event. You can see here. This is event we are getting from our LangGraph application. I will show you that later. So from each event, so we are formatting to send to the front end like this. You can see it here. Then we have to set up media type as text event streaming and headers. So we have to clean the cache. So that's how we clear the cache in headers, and also we have to keep the connection alive like this, and also we have to clear the buffer as well. If we didn't set this as no, it will buffer all the messages and it will return all the message in one time. So hence we need to set this as no. So that's how we setting up the SSE event in the backend API. Then we will show you how we configure this LangGraph application. First, to enable the stream, we have to create the chat OpenAI instance, enabling the streaming true. We have to add this first. Then our LLM call, so we have to make it as async invoke. So previously, you remember we have called the invoke function. Now we have async invoke. So it means it's returning us the chunk wise response. So apart from that, here we have to update in our streaming message. Here you can see we have config with the thread ID and the user ID. So this is where our message get stored in our memory. So then we are getting the streaming response. So event by event. So we are returning to the service layer. So here you can see it here. Chunk wise we are returning. So here in our service layer, this is where we are getting the event from the LangGraph application. From here we are returning to our API. Here you can see it here. So from API we are setting up SSE event and send back to the UI. So this is how we setting the SSE technique to enable the streaming feature in our LangGraph application. Yeah, hope you have clear on this. Here I will add this GitHub link in my description, so you can go through this code and get more idea on this. And if you have any questions, so you can comment it out in comment section. So yeah, that's it. In my next video, I will going to discuss how LangGraph application use tool call, and then we will meet in next video. Until then, thanks all.